Hello students, today we are going to start our second part of financial management, which include the financial planning, capital structure, fixed and working capital. Okay, so let's start. What is financial planning? The financial planning involves designing the blueprint of overall financial operation of a company such that the right amount of funds are available for the various operations at the right time. You have to focus on two terms, that is right amount and right time. If a company is planning for future, they have to ensure the right amount of funds are available on time whenever it is needed. Okay? So what are the major importance of financial planning? It helps in facing eventual situations. As we know, there is uncertainty in business, so eventual situations are coming in the way of the business. So, financial planning helps in forecasting things that are to be happen and help business to prepare itself to face future in situation in a better manner. Okay, so financial planning helps in facing eventual situation. Any event can be happen in future and company has to prepare itself for it, especially in the financial manner, because if there is lack of finance, the company may not survive in competition. Okay. Second is helps in optimum utilization of fund. The funds are very precious for any business because it is invested by the shareholder, and the major focus of financial management is on maximization of shareholders fund. Okay, so optimum utilization of fund is very important, which ensures the reduction of wastage and thereby leading to good management of the fund. Helps in avoiding the surprises and shocks. Like COVID-19 is a very big surprise and shock for the business, and if a company having good financial planning, it may prepare itself for future shocks and surprises. The company having good financial planning may survive in COVID-19, right? Reduction in wastage and duplicity. Duplication of work waste most of the resources, especially finance and human resource. So, if we make detailed plan of action, it helps in reducing the wastage and avoid duplication of efforts. And last is optimum utilization of fund, which we already have discussed. So, financial planning is just like watering the plant, which gives you more profit, right? Now, what is capital structure of the company? The capital structure of the company is a combination of different financial sources which a company used to raise fund. There are two broad categories of source of funds, namely you have already studied in class 11, that is borrowed fund and owner's fund. Borrowed fund refers to the borrowing in the form of loans, borrowing from banks, public deposit. Okay, when we borrow from external sources. Okay, in general, borrowed fund are simply called debt, right? This is debt and equity. Equity is a owner's fund. Owner's fund are those funds which are invested by the shareholder of the company, and this is also called capital structure. What is financial leverage? Debt upon equity when the percentage of equity is greater than debt. Okay. Financial leverage refers to the proportion of debt overall capital. With the debt fund, the company's fund and earning increase because the debt is cheaper source of fund. But it is very risky to involve more debt in the capital structure. More that we result in increasing in the earning only when the rate of earning of the company is good. So, opting debt is only beneficial when the company has good earning capacity. Otherwise, we have to trade on equity. We have to rely on equity. The amount of equity is greater than debt. Okay. Now, factors affecting capital structure decision. There are many factors which are affecting capital structure decision. First is cash flow position. Determining the company's capital structure is also depend upon the company's ability to generate cash flow. Cash flow is inflow and outflow. Generally, company consider what are the good sources of inflow. Strong cash flow position, more debt. If you have good cash flow position, you opt for more debt, and if there is weak cash flow position, you may opt for equity. Okay. Interest coverage ratio. It refers to the number of time of earning before interest and tax of the company cover the interest obligation. Basically, in this we are trying to identify whether company is able to pay interest obligation of debt. If there is ICR higher, then debt will be more, and if there is ICR lower, then debt will be lower. Okay. Debt service coverage ratio. In this, we also consider interest rate as well as the principal amount of the loan. Okay. So, it consider the return of interest as well as repayment of principal amount. Okay. So, if DSCR is higher, then debt will be more, and lower, then debt will be less. Return on investment. If the rate of return is good, then we can opt for debt because we are able to pay the obligations on time. But if there is lower return on investment, there will be lower debt. We opt for equity. Now, cost of debt. Lower cost of debt, then there will be higher debt, and higher cost of debt, we opt for equity. Tax rate. If there is lower tax rate, the proportion of debt will be higher. If there are higher tax rate, the proportion of debt will be higher, because if there is higher tax rate, if we opt for debt, we get concession in tax. Okay. Then flotation cost. It refers to the cost involved in issue of shares and debentures. So, if there is higher flotation cost, we opt for debt. If there is lower flotation cost, we opt for equity. Okay. Risk consideration. Higher financial and operating risk, lower the proportion of debt. If operating risks are higher, then we should not opt for debt because it have permanent obligations, compulsory obligation we have to pay. And if there is lower financial operating risk, then we should opt for higher debt. Flexibility. Debt are more flexible, so we should use debt. Okay. Control. If management wants to keep control in his hand, they should opt for debt, because if they issue equity, they will lose their voting right. Regulatory framework. There is some law which specify the procedures which needed to be followed while raising fund. So, the ease through which the norm, rules and regulations can be followed can affect the choice of source of fund. Okay. Stock consideration market. It is that condition that in which we consider the rate of equity. If there is good condition, then we can opt for equity. It means the rate of equity is good. And if there is recession, the rate of equity is lower, then we should opt for debt. Okay. Cost of equity. Using of debt increase, financial risk increase. But if you are not considering the risk, then debt is very good for the business. Capital structure of the other company. It will also affect the capital structure of the company, because the competition we should keep on eye, and according to them we should follow the capital structure of the company and decide the optimum structure for our company. Okay. Now, what is operating cycle? Operating cycle is that cycle in which we consider the purchase of raw material, payment of labor, converting into goods, sales of finished goods, receiving cash, and again we purchase the raw material. This process continue in the business, and this complete cycle from purchase of raw material to receiving cash from sales is called operating cycle. Okay. Now, what are the short-term investment decisions? In this, we are going to discuss the working capital and capital, fixed capital. Okay. So, working capital is that capital which required for the business for day-to-day activities. There are two types of working capital. One is gross, that is current investment of assets, and net working capital, that is the current assets over the current liability. Here is the formula, and you have to remember this because it will come in MCQs. Okay. Now, factors affecting the working capital, it is very simple. If the type of the business is considered here, if you having the trading organization which are not manufacturing goods, then there will be lower working capital needed because their operating cycle is shorter. And if you are dealing in manufacturing, you need higher working capital because you are manufacturing the goods and it will take more time in completing operating cycle. Okay. The scale of operation, if there is large scale of operation, greater working capital, and if it is shorter scale of operation, then there will be lower working capital. Okay. Fluctuation in the business cycle, if there is lower fluctuation, then lower working capital, and if there is higher fluctuation in the business, then there will be higher working capital. Production cycle, if the time gap is higher, then there will be higher working capital, and if there is time gap is very shorter, then there will be lower working capital. Okay. Growth prospect, if there is higher growth prospect, then there will be higher working capital needed, and if there is lower growth prospect, then there will be lower working capital. Seasonal factor, if the business in a peak season, then there will be higher working capital, and if there is not peak season, then there will be lower working capital. Credit allowed, if you have the facility, you give the facility of credit to your customer, then you should opt for higher working capital, and if you don't allow the credit facility, then there will be lower working capital can be used in the business. Okay. If you availed, you get the facility of credit from your supplier, then there will be lower working capital, and if you don't get the credit facility from your supplier, then there will be higher working capital. Okay. Operating efficiency, if you are efficient, you need lower working capital, and if you are not efficient, then you will need higher working capital. Availability of raw material, if you easily get the raw material continuously available, then there will be lower working capital because you don't have to maintain the stock. But if there is not regularity of raw material, then you need higher working capital. Level of competition, if there is higher level of competition, you need higher working capital because you have to maintain more stock, and if there is lower competition, you don't need higher working capital. You can opt for lower working capital. Okay. Now, fixed capital decision. Okay. Fixed capital decision include the allocation of firm's capital to different projects and assets. We already discussed it in investment decision, that is capital budgeting decision, in a previous video. So, the growth and profitability and risk of the business is totally depend upon the fixed capital. Okay, the fixed capital can be financed through the equity, debenture, long-term loans and retained earning like land building, plant machinery, new product line, investment, techniques of production, etc. Okay. So now what are the factors affecting fixed capital? The fixed capital is affected by nature of the business. First of all, it is very essential in determining the capital structure of the company. If the company is manufacturing, then it will need higher fixed capital, and if it is trading company, it needs lower fixed capital. Okay. Scale of operation, if you operating on large scale, you need more fixed capital, and if you are working in small scale company, then you will need less fixed capital. Okay. The technique of production, if you are using capital intensive, it means you are using more machineries, then you need higher fixed capital, and if you are using labor intensive technique, then you need lower fixed capital. Technology upgradation, if you want to upgrade the technology of the company, then you need higher fixed capital, and if you are not replacing the old machineries, the old technology, then you need lower fixed capital. Growth prospect, if you are trying to grow your business, you need more fixed capital, and you are not thinking such activities or doing such activities that increase the growth prospect, then you will need lower fixed capital. Diversification, if you are trying to diverse and increasing the range of production of activity, it will need more fixed capital. But if you are not thinking about the diversification of goods, you will need lower fixed capital. Now, this is a case study. You have to complete this case study and answer this case study to me. Okay. Lastly, I read this case study, that is TVC Limited is a company manufacturing cotton yarn. It has been consistently on in the good profit of for the many years, will stop this year to has been able to generate in a profit. There is availability of enough cash in the company and the good prospect for the growth and future. It will manage the organization. It has many shareholders who prefer to receive regular income from the investment, and it has taken loan for 40 lakh from IDBI, and it is bound to the certain decision on the payment of dividend according to the thousands of known elements. The above discussion about the company leads to the various factors which decide how much of the profit should be written and how much has to be distributed by the company. Okay. Put the line from the above discussion, identify and explain any 4 such factors. Okay. So, you should answer this case study and read this properly, and you get your answer in this particular case study. It is very easy, and you should remember all the 4 decisions whichever we have discussed in this chapter. It is also related to previous videos, so you should watch the previous video. Okay. So in next video we start our next chapter, that is financial market. Thank you.